morning. This is Dean with the Two Party Podcast. Just going to give a quick, discussion about an upcoming episode. We're going to discuss a little more about. We've touched base with on our COVID-19 update, and one of the next big things we want to be discussing is that I don't see a lot of publicity or coverage on the media is the sex trafficking arrests and activities that have been going on lately in our society, around the world. It seems that it's just not getting the coverage that our political parties are getting or are protesting, which is interesting because you would think on any level, any organization would be wanting to protect children, whether it's Black Lives Matter, any organization, political, Democrat, Republican, independent, libertarian. You would think this would be at the forefront of everything. We do know that the current administration has worked hard. They've publicly announced and said in many interviews and press releases that they continue to work with the Department of Justice to make arrests. And so I just wanted to touch base on a few things. With that note, on that note, there's been 2 arrests current as of the past couple days. An Alexandra Ramirez, she is 19, and a Kiera Nunez, 21. I believe that was out of Broward County on the 25th of August. And I'm not going to go through the whole list, but I will refer you to the justice.gov website. There is a place on there where you can actually look at all the arrests current in the past. It logs back several years. But the most interesting is to look at how many arrests are actually currently going on or have already happened. Just to highlight a few: August 27th, Anderson County, husband and wife among 5 indicted in sexual trafficking and child porn. August 24th, international sex trafficking sentence, sex trafficker sentenced to more than 17 years. August 20th, East Hartford men charged with sex trafficking a minor. Blythewood, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Men arrested and charged 9 counts of human trafficking and 3 counts of narcotic. August 18th, Raleigh man receives life for human trafficking, FBI arrests. This is interesting. You don't hear much about this, but this was in 2013, so this was under Obama administration. And you didn't even hear a lot about it back then. But here's FBI arrests, 150 in sex trafficking sting in 2013. Currently, we have in Georgia 26 children rescued from a sex trafficking ring. You rarely hear about this. You might hear about it, it pops up on the news real quick, boom, and then it's back to politics or protests, which is to me very sad. 5 arrested in South Carolina sex trafficking ring. And then as I was scrolling through my news feed this morning, I noticed Ohio, 25 children were found, and they're seeking over 150 others that they're searching for adamantly now. This is just in Ohio. So you're talking 100, they're saying over 150 they're still searching for. So you're talking almost 200 children in one state that they are trying to locate and have found some of. And we've been hearing, I remember when I was a kid, the milk carton thing starting off and children going missing. And, not that that's all what this plays out to be. Some were, serial rapists, serial killers. It seems to be now it's a for-profit type thing for the human trafficking. So it's scary. It needs to be brought to the forefront of the media. It needs to be put out there. The light needs to shine where the darkness is, and these children need to be saved from this. We need to have safety measures put in place, law enforcement. No matter how you feel about them at this day and age, they are the number one key to stopping these people. The average citizen's not going to go kick a door in and save 25 children. It's just not going to happen. I really feel that we're letting our nation, our parents, our kids down. I'm a huge advocate for children. I'm a huge advocate for the safety and protection of children. Anybody that knows me knows I am at the forefront of protecting children, not just from my past having to deal with a custody situation with my son and stuff that I've dealt with him, which we can get into in another episode when we talk more biography about me. But to me, it is important we rescue these children. It is important that we place these children, let these children know nationally and globally on the media, on the forefront, in the news. I would love it if a child turned on the TV and could see and hear that other children are being rescued, but that this is more important than a child turning on a TV and seeing a protest. This is more important than adults and or teenagers running through our streets, burning and destroying things, saving children that have not quite reached an age to make decisions for themselves and are the most vulnerable victims for these sick individuals, is the most important thing we can do is safeguard these kids. And the fact that the media is not taking this as the intro to every news broadcast. Start your show off with the numbers of arrests, with the numbers of children being sought, with the updates on the FBI and DOJ correlated searches. Let us know this. I'm more interested in what's going on with this sex trafficking and arrests and finding these children than I am about any COVID update or any political campaign or any protest in our streets. You want to talk about civil rights and you want to talk about protesting for rights for whatever culture it may be. How about we discuss protesting the civil rights for the children that are being molested, raped, and exploited to sexual predators, and some of them, most of them, being killed so as not to be witnesses or be found. I think that is a profound statement to make if you're going to protest. If you want to peacefully protest, there's number one right there. If you want to talk civil rights for adults that actually have an education and or don't have an education, but have the right to step up to a courthouse and change things, that's a whole different ball game we can discuss. But when you have children who do not have those tools and coping mechanisms and they are not protected, it is time to step up as a whole, as a nation. And when I say as a nation, I speak for everybody. This is something that is not just affecting one culture or race. This is every race and every culture across the spectrum whose children are being used, abused, and killed by sexual predators for profit, and or low-income families who are, in the case of some of these that I've been reading, the husband and wife with the indicted on 5. What I'm reading is, I mean, this is husbands and wives with their own children selling them for money and drugs. This is could this be any worse? Yes, it probably could be. Unfortunately, if we stop and we step in now, maybe we can prevent the peak of this getting any worse. And this doesn't just fall for young, vulnerable kids. This is teenagers being prostituted. This is teenagers being forced to do internet sex and porn. This is teenagers who are being groomed into believing and thinking this is okay. And that I couldn't imagine at 15 years old being offered thousands of dollars to do something lewd and like that. And as a teenager, you're thinking thousands of dollars. And that's not to negate the fact that these are victims. And I don't want to overshadow the fact that the grooming and the process of that is wrong. But it's an interesting perspective to look at when you've got an adult or somebody who's groomed and made these children think it's okay. And then they're going to go ahead and hand them thousands of dollars. When a child is handed thousands of dollars, or a child is given gifts and spoiled like that, their mind state's not quite in that adult level. They're not mature enough to really process what's going on, especially when there's an ulterior motive. So that's just something I wanted to touch base on. This is going to be a full episode. I may even run this as a serial, as a regular cycle to keep this updated in the media, keep it going on our podcast, to keep our audience informed on updates. If there's something, if you're in an organization or if there's something you'd like to discuss on this topic, call in. You can find us on twopartypodcast.com. Go to our contact page, submit your information. We'll get you booked as a guest. We can discuss anything on this topic or any other topic you want to discuss. I would love to hear and reach out to organizations that are fighting this, that are genuinely on the forefront of putting this in the media and in the front of people's minds. This is a topic that we should see driving down the road. This is a topic that should be on billboards. This is a topic that should be in the forefront of every media station as they start their show every day. This is something that should be on the forefront of every politician's tongue and mouth, and it's not. And on that note, I'm going to sign off here. You guys have a great day, and I look forward to running this episode and to getting deeper into some of these statistics, as well as getting deeper into some of these arrests. And again, I'm going to put the website up to thejustice.org and this link that I have, and hopefully some of you can check that out. It is astounding, the arrests that have been made just under this administration, let alone just you look back years. It is insane. So I look forward to doing this. You guys have a great day out there. Signing off, Dean. Have a great one.